What's up, everyone? And in this video, I'm gonna tell you one of my recent sparring stories with this guy right in this very room that it happened in, and share with you some insights in sparring and for self-defense and whatnot. And with that in mind, here we go. Um, so he started out with an improvised weapon, um, and then it just transitioned to him using the finger jabs like that, going for the finger jabs. And I don't know why he uses finger jabs because they don't really hurt the body, the chest, the ribs. They don't really hurt that much. Don't really do much damage. So, um, nevertheless, I parried some of them, and but I didn't follow up with anything. So that was on my my part. But I think before that, I did kick them in the knee and the groin, in no contact sparring, and and he did another finger jab to the throat and whatnot, and the eyes. So I pretty much slipped and moved my head out of the way, counter, and then I grabbed, like, just as he was doing one, I trapped his arm by grabbing it midway, and it landed on my I don't know if it was my forehead or my jaw or somewhere, and that pretty much nullified the force of the blow. So that's the important thing: is when you trap, you want to um, evade the line of attack, but also have good timing, good reflexes to catch the arm, and then transition to another attack. Um, so that's what I did. I didn't really transition to another attack, um, another counterattack. So that was my bad. But then I I think I grabbed his arm once and pretty much like did a chop to the neck, followed by a hook to his head and whatnot. And one time I did like a elbow strike like this to the back of his head. Um, so I was following up with some combinations like that, and but we backed up a little bit, and he kept doing the finger jabs and whatnot. So I changed my strategy. I decided to uh, turtle up, use my elbow blocks to be a much harder target. I moved in, grabbed his arms, trapped them, and I just kept headbutting him in the face and whatnot. And if we had full contact sparring gear, I would have bitten him in his neck because that's a really efficient way of either incapacitating or killing your attacker. It's dangerous for you because you don't know what kind of diseases he has, but at least it's gonna end the threat quickly if the situation calls for it. Um, so what else? I was going for. Uh, I was trying to grapple, but he created some distance, um, and then he was trying to do the same thing, finger jabs. So I grabbed a box and just bashed him in the head with it, and blocked some of his strikes and whatnot, and kicked him in the shin too. So that was good on my part. When you do something like that, when you use weapons, you got to be resourceful, and you have to follow up with counters, and go be aggressive. Um, but he pushed the box out of the way and nearly broke my arm. Followed up with like some finger jabs and I think a hammer fist. I can't remember, but I did the same thing. Turtled up, moved in, trapped his arms, and try to go for like I try to go for a takedown, but he saw it coming. As I was moving to the back, he saw it coming and he moved forward, and I was gonna slam him into the chair nearby or pin him to it so he couldn't move, and just kept attacking until he was out or something. But we he spilled some water by accident and he had to leave. So unfortunately, that was the end of that. But it was good nonetheless. So a few lessons to learn is you got to be aggressive in sparring. You have to end the threat as quickly as possible. Um, and you have to use the environment around you and have good countering, have good timing, and things of that sort. So set the pace of the sparring session. Don't let your opponent put you on the defensive. You control the outcome of the sparring session, and um, I should have used more kicks, but maybe some elbows and knees. But yeah, um, those are my tips. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later.